The views and opinions expressed in this podcast episode are those of the host and guests and not their sponsoring institutions.
Like, no, I'm not kidding. They were literally eating wings while they were beating up TCU 54-14.
Oh, I remember that. That was
Chuck, you a coach. What would you do if you were on the opposite sideline? If you saw that shit?
We gonna start a team fight. That's just disrespectful.
You know how disrespectful it is just to have.
I'm putting the last nigga that's on the team that made the team, whatever, in there. Go start a fight.
Go start a
fight. I don't even care at this moment. Somebody do something. Go start a fight, bro.
The coach instructed number of 99 to go start a fight.
Oh, we will. Shoot.
He definitely did. I'll take that suspension.
Be like,
where's this fight when y'all were down by 35?
So
I put the replacement punter in.
So it's worth it though.
I'm not sure how. That's disrespectful.
You say would it be worth it? For sure.
I've been playing sports for all my life. I played football for at least a good 6 years. That was the first time I ever saw someone eating wings while dominating at the same time. Like
that's like top-notch disrespect. Like
it was hungry.
That makes you feel a different way. Like damn.
Like that's top. Yeah. No, bro.
That's top tier disrespect.
No, it is top tier disrespect. That's top tier.
Like even as a coach, I wouldn't. As a coach, I wouldn't even let my players do that shit. Like if I would have seen that shit, I would have had to go knock that shit out their hands. Like,
oh yeah.
What the fuck is y'all doing?
I think one of the assistants asked for a play.
I said, "Oh, you must not want to play it next week, huh?" That's what I would have said.
It's a championship game. That was wild as hell.
We know travel might look different these days, but we've got you covered at Away Luggage, even if you're not going that far. Away Luggage's thoughtfully designed suitcases, bags, and accessories offer something for every type of traveler and every type of trip. The perfect suitcases. Shop at Away for suitcases in 3 durable materials. Each one is designed to last for life. They have a limited lifetime warranty. If any part of your suitcase breaks, they will replace it for free. Premium features, including a 4 360 spinner wheels, interior compression system, and a combination lock. Free shipping and returns. They've got you covered for everything you need to get your luggage to you. Start exploring now at awaytravel.com. That is awaytravel.com. Let's travel together. Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Kris Canty. We have the Great Debaterz in here today. We got Marcel Smith, Walter Quickthins, and we got Chuck. If this is your first time listening, this is a based podcast where I every week talk about news around the city as well as current topics, old topics, sports, politics, relationships, music, and movies. Today we're starting off the nostalgia month. We're going to talk about the top 10 UPN TV shows. So UPN, if you guys remember that network, if you're old enough to remember the network, it was like you must see TV in the black community. Had to watch it. Or it was the only thing on your TV when you were growing up in black.
Yeah, we had a couple of channels and that was one of them.
Yep.
If you were lucky, you would get CBC or TVO. If you were lucky.
TVO Kids was low-key better than
Kids was lit. Yeah, the Canadians always had later channels. But before we begin, shout out to the members of the KrisCross Corner podcast Facebook group and follow us on Instagram and our podcast listeners. Listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But back to that wing thing. I'm glad it was wings because if it was like they ordering right off the sidelines with that concession stand, like, hey, yo, Can I get a couple of hot dogs? I be, woo, you had time today.
But wings is something that you take your time to eat.
Right.
It wasn't like hot dog or something. Hot dog, you could throw that down 2 bites, boom, boom.
We talking about fancy
wings. You take your time to eat wings, like hot dog. You like 2 bites, this shit gone.
You're like,
you like 2.
You gotta turn it around.
And they were
soft. And they were you over there cleaning the gristle and everything, like.
And they were sauced up. They
had sauce too. Yeah, they had sauce on it.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the only thing that's more disrespectful to eat is probably ribs.
Oh, if you eat ribs on my side,
and not only eat ribs, and you sitting there, the same thing. You pick like you eating the gristle, and like if your bone is clean and drier than the desert in the middle of the summer,
like you cleaning that bitch.
Oh,
I don't think that was disrespectful. I think the most disrespectful thing out of the whole entire thing was the national cameras actually panning over to them eating chicken wings instead of watching the game.
Disrespect. No, what
they said that was more entertaining.
I'll take it another tier higher. What if they finished them off, and they just gave the bones to TCU, like clean our shit.
Clean our shit.
Yeah, Marcel, that's fighting words.
No, just have a bug of the wings.
That's how you really start a fight, bro. Like,
no, it's just the disrespect.
Clean our shit. Bah.
About these whole. Bro.
Yeah, I'm about to blow your shit in. That's what I'm about to do.
Bring your ass out.
So a 13-year-old, I think you guys all heard about this. A 13-year-old was charged in the fatal stabbing of a teen after losing a basketball game.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
You
lose a basketball game and you stab someone to death?
That's crazy.
Kids today,
they
gotta learn how to take an L properly.
No, it's not even that. It's just a matter of we as a society have gotten so angry about literally everything that our first response is, all right, I'm gonna kill somebody. That's a problem that we need to fix.
This is what happened when you hand out participation trophies to everyone.
Yeah, right. It's true. You
nobody knows
it's true.
Nobody knows how to lose. Like nobody know how to lose and be like, all right, I'm gonna just get better, or I'm gonna beat them next game. Like it's like
them days are
if
over.
They don't win, they completely go straight to like not knowing how to function. They either shut down or they just get angry.
And that's a big thing. I was talking to a friend, a really old, one of my old best friends. We caught up over the summer, and we sat there and we said, full reference, full nerd alert. You're welcome. We used to do like these math-based games back in the day, and I told him, I was like, look, man, you used to beat me all the time, but it always pushed me to be better. It always pushed me to learn more, to do better. Did it work? It did for the most part. I mean, hell, I was 11 years old knowing what a factorial was. Believe me, I learned a lot. But at the same point,
but losing is supposed to teach you a lesson. That's
the thing.
It's supposed to teach you and then make you be better the next time, not kill somebody.
Well, some people just want to take the easy way. That's all it is.
Well, there's that, but it also is. What everybody has said has been right too. The biggest problem that we have is learning. It's accepting loss, and that's something. I mean, hell, not for nothing, but we all saw the news on January 6, 2021, right? People don't like to lose. People don't know how to lose. So when people lose, I also think part of it is just a failure aspect of it. Nobody wants to fail, so everybody does their best not to fail. It took me personally a long time to accept the fact that failure is part of growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, if you failed, I mean, you just got to be better the next time.
Exactly.
That's what failing is. Like you fail, you be like, oh shit, next time I gotta study harder, or next time I just gotta practice harder, play harder, something like
harder.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm gonna just say
that. That's probably why he shot him or stabbed him. He's like, you cheated, nigga.
But yeah, no, I saw.
Might just meant to stab the leg and not the neck.
You said 1-2. It's 21-20. He started walking away. He said, "Yeah."
You know that last point. You know that last game point to 21. people be throwing elbows and everything they can. Like,
Mhm.
where was this energy at?
At point 2.
Right.
Like, foul with 21. Straight elbow, box out. Like, really?
Hey,
I'm on the ground.
That last point to 21 get kind of physical.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be friends. It'd be all good until that last one. You'd be like, yeah, we ain't friends no more, nigga.
I ain't talked to one of my. I ain't talked to my neighbor for like a month after he beat me on that last point.
Your neighbor?
I was like 16, man.
Man, I fuck around.
You look out the window like,
man, I fuck around and steer somebody off the court. Like,
man,
full
Walter's
goal
messed up. He
spear.
didn't touch
Just,
his neighbor. He didn't touch his neighbor. That's messed up.
Look, man, it was a game. Man, it was one of them late night summer games. You sit there at the hoop at like 11 o'clock at night. Like, all right, last game. All right, I got my ass. I was like, I'm going home.
shoot.
Yeah, me and my buddy used to sit out. We used to hoop outside till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night in the summer.
The good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. Back in the YWCA days.
Hey, back in the YWCA days, I had to be at home by the lights came on.
I didn't have
YWCA. Right there on Grand River?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how I met Kris.
That's why I learned how to swim.
Camp counselor. Oh wow, the pool was open.
Wait, hold up. The pool was open?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I took my swim classes at.
Man.
Because I'm saying the entire time I was there, that pool was never open.
Wow. That's crazy.
They were like, we're gonna clean up the pool, and we believed them for like a day, and then we were like,
it's like an empty pinata.
Damn, what's up? Well, speaking of empty pinata, the first case of swine flu is reported in Michigan after contact with pigs at an Oakland County fair.
Not again.
So yes, white people, wash your hands.
Wait, do we have a case of white people in again?
Yes, swine flu is back. Like, just wash your hands.
Wash your
before you eat
hands.
the chicken leg or the turkey leg, whatever they eat at the Renaissance Festival.
You know, some of them don't do that.
And wash your legs too. Wash your legs in the shower.
I want to point out
it's Renaissance. It's Renaissance, so you know a massive wave of dysentery is coming up real soon.
Marcel, you do know what dysentery is, right?
Yep.
Educate the class without looking it up.
You gotta look. You gotta go to ChatGPT
real quick.
It's my friend. It's diarrhea. That's all it is. Dysentery is quite literally.
That's basically all it is. Infectious diarrhea. Thank you. You knew what I meant though. Ain't had no plumbing. They got no, and they didn't have any plumbing. They just had a hole in the plank.
Oh Lord. All right.
Hard times. Like this.
Hard times. No. Hard times call for stupid criminals in Detroit. Let's go.
No.
So there was a woman who fled from the police on a motorcycle.
She pulled an ET, tried to fly with the moon.
No. I'm gonna say this as calm as I can, but so I don't laugh. So she runs away from the police. A few squad cars follow her. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, a few minutes later, some police choppers are added into the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So a smart criminal would just go away and like zoom off, like the one Charger did on that one video that went away from the chopper last time.
Mm-hmm.
Guess where this woman goes?
Wendy's
with a police chopper over her head.
Where? Home?
She goes to her house.
I think it's fair to say once you hit a certain level of stupidity, just let the cops take you. Like you get to a certain point and all you can do is just sit there and be like, all right, you know what? You got me. You done got me. I'll go quietly.
It's like damn. You see the police choppers like what What are
she
you
just
doing?
went home.
She went home, and it's like I ran away from them today. They swarmed the house so quick.
I mean, she said, shit. She fuck it. She gotta let somebody know she about to go to jail.
I think, like I said, people are just people are stupid. People are really stupid.
They're very dumb. Very stupid. All right. Speaking of stupid things, French mustard Skittles are a thing.
So I heard.
I beg your pardon.
Wait, no. I heard those are only they're super limited, and you have to win them or something like that.
Why would I want to
Who
win?
the fuck want to win?
Mustard?
Who really wins?
Right? What is that really a win?
It should be like one of those like
I
prizes.
mean, in case you got one of them like fucking crazy ass fetishes that you just eat mustard.
Man, they gonna fuck around and make a spicy mustard Skittle.
Hey, there's someone out there collecting mustard flavored things. So
There are. Also, that's one of those where no. That's one. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of those where the first time I heard that I was like, I don't want them, but I kind of want to try it.
No.
I don't like regular
Like
mustard.
just one.
First of all, Skittles are supposed to be fruity and delicious, not mustard.
Fruity and delicious.
I don't know what these things are. These things are mustard flavor. Oh, I hate mustard to begin with.
You're like, how do you make a raggedy?
Yeah,
So like, how do you make a Skittle that tastes like raggedy ass? And Skittles is like, give us a second.
Hold my beer.
Look,
That's like eating one of them damn jelly beans that you don't even know what flavor it is.
I hate that. And they don't like you look at the back, you're like, damn, I just had popcorn and key lime pie in the same bite.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
Or what is it? Pringles
Yeah.
had hot dog flavored Pringles.
Dirty sock.
What?
It was like dirty sock or some shit.
Yeah,
and
it tasted like dirty water, and I wasn't a fan.
I'm like, y'all, that's extreme sports. And then I'm gonna talk about my coworkers at work. So they took the big thing of jelly beans with the actual book of what you're eating, like what flavors they are. They threw that away, put it in like one of those like things you have to like at the store where you turn and get the candy out. So you don't even know what flavor you're eating. So I played it safe. I got all the green ones.
All the green ones.
All the light green ones. I know that's lime.
They put a little picture up of the puppet from Saw, and it's like let the games begin.
That's basically what they did.
No,
like,
Jigsaw
man.
is the killer. Billy's the puppet, I think.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had a handful of red, and I put it all in my mouth. I was like, yep, that's cherry. Oh, that's cinnamon. Oh, okay, that's ketchup. Disgusting.
Hell no, I would have been mad.
I was mad. I had to go to the bathroom and spit it out.
Would have been that angry Negro in the office.
I was that day. I was like, you're gonna get a mad nigga today. They're gonna see how really mad I can get. But it's okay.
An angry Negro. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of not angry Negroes, I can't speak today. There's some Negroes working in Google, making a lot more money than I am. So Google's high-paying jobs, we have the sales strategists. They get like $320,000 a year. Sales strategists for Google. If you want to be a legal corporate counsel, which is a lawyer, basically an attorney for Google, which you're always working every day because Google's always like snitching on people. $320,000.
Google straight the ops. Google is.
I ain't gonna lie. I would snitch for $320,000 a year.
What? No, you're trying to protect Google. You're not trying to.
No. All you're doing is protecting the snitches from getting stitches, and I'll do that for $320,000 a year.
Well, yeah, we were snitching, but you did sign this form and you just say yes to the terms and conditions.
You did sign this.
It's like I'm telling the FCC. It's like,
but these terms and conditions, though.
No, that's what Google will sit there and be like, I'm telling my dad, and turns to the FCC and goes, can you do something about this, please?
They'd be like, you've been served. I'd be like, here's your terms and conditions. For $320K a year, sign me up.
Dry snitching.
They were like, what did you pass? Ice cream bar? Shit. I'm in. Enterprise direct sales. So direct sales for Google is $377,000.
Yeah, I do that.
Smell some shit.
I do that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Engineering manager. So you're the manager of all the engineers. It's $400K.
Yeah, that's
But get this: if you want to be a software manager for Google, you get almost close to $1 million a year, $718,000
no, that's fair. This is for
before
Google,
taxes. Right? So I'm going to talk about this today.
Something you gotta get off your chest, man.
I really have to get this off my chest because if I don't talk about it, it's going to stay inside of me. So we have homeless people on the street.
Oh no.
We have people one paycheck away from robbing a bank. We have kids getting stolen, put on the black market. We have drugs being put into Miami Port, Los Angeles, Detroit, Ambassador Bridge, anywhere. Okay. Of all the problems in the United States Congress set up an emergency meeting. They flew in everybody, the Senate and the representatives, to talk about fucking UFOs. They called a special session, Walter. A special session.
What really needs to be what really needs to be said is what the fuck is so interesting about the Earth right now.
Take me with them.
Did we not see Independence Day and what happened? Release me. This man knows too much.
And that's better than being put through student loans and taxes. That's for damn sure.
Well, I mean, you're not.
I'll take the student loans and taxes over, being molested by aliens for 60 years.
Yeah, I'm. Well,
to be honest, that might be somebody's fetish right there.
No, honestly, I'd rather take the loans because I work for a nonprofit, and if I stay there long enough, they'll forgive my loans.
You hope.
I mean, in real life, Scrolls been here for forever.
Huh?
I said Scrolls been here for forever.
I hate you, Joe.
That's. I can't argue that. I can't argue that at all.
I'm just saying.
I still need to watch that show.
You know what's also crazy? So, a vegan raw food diet influencer died of starvation. I'm not gonna say she don't deserve any praise on this podcast.
I'm sorry, who died of starvation?
I'm not gonna say
somebody that was making themselves hungry because they wasn't eating shit.
No. Right. I didn't hear what you had said to begin with. You said a vegan influencer has died because
a vegan raw food diet influencer dies of starvation.
Gee, I wonder how that happened.
Yeah.
Look,
that's a quick cold case.
No, look, I'm gonna say this. Look, I understand that people have eating disorders, and if you do have a disorder or you think you do, please get it looked at. It's a very serious condition. I know several people that are battling them, and they struggle on a daily basis.
But don't use it.
She's an influencer, so she did this on purpose.
Don't use it for clout, though.
She did it for clout.
Don't use it for clout,
and that's her fault.
Ain't no clout worth dying for.
It ain't.
It's not. No, it's not. But people do.
Make sure you get your calories.
Make sure you get that life insurance first.
Calories over clout.
Speaking of clout, President Vladimir Putin.
Oh dear.
My friend Vladimir Putin. If you're listening, Vladimir, hey, I'm right here. We're in Michigan. He has forgiven. Hold on. What's up? We're gonna get to the good part.
You don't need a location down to the ops.
Hey, no, he's my friend. He's not the ops. Okay, because he's done something great for the black community all around the world. I'm going to say what he did in a second. So he forgave $23 billion in debt owed by African countries.
All right,
that's a play. That's a play for the overlay, bro. Like,
yes,
it is. It is.
Hold on. Wait.
Nobody is stupid, bro. Like, you don't want them to help you down the line. Sooner or later,
you're going to try real hard to pull the rule over black people's eyes.
Yes, bro.
It's geopolitical strategy at its best. He forgave the debt so we can have allies, which we're not stupid. Thank you. but the USA though.
Hey, but we still gonna fuck you up when it come down to it. Like,
They're like, thank you. We need help. Shit, it's cold up there.
You ain't seen no black people in Russia in the wintertime.
In the summertime either. What you mean?
We know better.
I don't know. Well, we done been there
Kremlin
before.
the Kremlin looks scary. Whenever time you go there, it looks like a big Christmas castle.
No, that's fair.
Say gingerbread, but okay.
Don't. Let's not piss off.
I'm sorry, Vladimir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vlad.
Russia's one of the many people you do not want to piss off.
I know. Yes, he's my friend Vladimir.
Your friend Vladimir. Okay.
My friend Vlad. I'm gonna call him
okay.
Nigga, he don't know you.
Shoot, he about to know me.
Okay, hold on, nickname, baby.
Shout out to our listeners in Russia, Serbia, Lithuania, Estonia. What's the other countries over there, Walter? Belarus.
Bosnia, Herzegovina. Yeah.
Shout out to the Ukraine.
Big shout
After I
out.
just say
Big up
my
to
friend
Ukraine.
Vlad, but it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you got away with that one. I guess we'll see how that fares next week.
Yeah,
Take
it's
a
gonna
look
be
at
our
the
last
numbers.
episode.
Like you've been banned in Ukraine. It's like damn it.
Ah,
All right, you got me.
coming across the Black Sea to Turkey, baby. We're back. Whoa! Shout out to the people in Turkey. All right.
Hey, shout out to the Turks.
And speaking of people who don't understand history, Ron DeSantis has invited.
I really don't have time for Ron DeSantis.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis
We ain't got time for that crackhead.
has invited Vice President Kamala Harris to Florida to discuss the state's African American history curriculum, which teaches kids that slaves benefited from slavery.
Bro, that is the dumbest shit I have ever
So
heard.
you're going to invite the black Vice President of the United States of the Democratic Party.
Oh, that's going to end swell against.
I think he's just trying to get slapped by her on national TV just so they can be like, there go that angry black woman.
Kamala, don't do it.
No,
do it,
she
but
needs
don't
to
do
do it. She needs to do it because that one slap heard around the world, the entire country's going to go blue. I'm telling you. In 2024, Texas is going to go blue because of Kamala's slap.
I can see some Confederate crackhead right now. You let a black woman slap you? You ain't no true white man.
Look, for everything that y'all are the worst, I swear.
That's a good. That's
What
a
the
good
fuck?
Boondocks
What type
episode.
of accent was that, Sam?
Yeah.
You ain't no white man. What?
He sound like somebody horribly trying to do a combination of Uncle Ruckus and Anton Jackson, I think was the dude. Yeah, I remember an Undercover Brother where Eddie Griffin was living with She-Devil.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, my name is Anton Jackson. Like,
what was Chappelle? What was the old man, the blind KKK Bixby?
Oh my God.
White power. Get that monkey off my car.
Man, I'll never forget when I was working at Home Depot. I was talking to one of my coworkers about that because despite him being very much a white hick from Howell, nigga love Chappelle Show. But the funniest thing,
white people love Chappelle Show.
Yeah, but the funniest shit we were talking about, he was like, I saw that episode, and my immediate thought was, oh, somebody's gonna kill him. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's probably why they didn't do it.
The thing about it is, white people love the Chappelle Show. They just didn't pay him a lot for it. That's why he left.
No, they was about to pay him.
No, back to the
after he was like, no, I need more money.
Back to the DeSantis.
Then he was like, I'm going to Africa.
Bullshit. I had enough.
But yeah, slavery being a benefit for black people, I don't know.
First of all,
he said it taught them skills.
No, so there is this very, very all right.
It was Votech before Votech.
Don't do that.
We are not fit to call slavery ITT Tech of the South, okay?
ICDC.
That's what he pretty much was saying, though.
Everest College.
Everest.
He pretty much was saying that slavery taught black people skills so they could survive after slavery.
Speaking of which
is what the same thing white people could do. I don't understand what.
So all right, so
college of communications.
So if black people benefited from slavery, so why is there inequalities today?
And
So,
another thing,
as I'm about to say, as somebody who has actually studied this shit,
I did too. What you talking?
did you?
A geography major, urban planning major, urban planning has to do.
and I'm
everything with history.
pretty sure the job program
I just
doesn't
watched a
consist
bunch
of
of
being
movies.
doesn't consist of being butt broken, boiled in oils, whipped beyond belief, being torn away from your kids, your family, pretty much anything identical, any identity you had to Africa. I have not seen a curriculum to that.
What I was going to say was, especially when it comes to the situation with like teaching history and all that, we all know that those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, but it's also this thing where I remember we had a lot of talks in the history department about how to teach history and how to make sure that like the correct history is taught. And hearing all of that shit going on in Florida, I'm like, y'all are actually stupid. And the fact of the matter is, what I find the most interesting is people don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like most people, especially in Florida, they don't care. And that's what I find interesting. Not even the fact that it's teaching one history or another. It's just the fact that like people are straight up lying, and that's not okay.
You probably got to think of who is like majority of the history teachers now. I mean, it's a lot of them Caucasians that's teaching it. So I'm pretty sure when February came around, them trying to teach African American history got kind of uncomfortable for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna fuck around.
And it was like shit. Martin Luther King again.
Man, they're gonna fuck around and call Martin Luther King a redhead.
So for them, they probably okay with it, so they don't have to have that uncomfortable section of teaching slavery and all that shit. So they black students won't be looking at their ass like,
it's my favorite. It's my favorite lesson. Rosa Parks at the back of the
first of all, it's the uncomfortable lessons that make you grow. Okay.
Yeah, but
and it's the same people who said that CRT wasn't welcome.
Uncomfortable.
Well, no, and that's the thing is if you're going to sit there and teach classism or like racism and classist theory like that, you have to teach both sides of it.
The whole story.
Right. And you're right. Like, and that's one of those things where it's like, look, language is important, right? Because yes, if you phrase it like, well, slaves learned how to survive in America, technically that's not wrong, but you are grossly understating everything else, right? And that's where the problem is. The problem isn't necessarily that they're telling the truth or they're lying. It's the fact that they're not telling the whole truth, and that is the problem that we.
No, they're not telling the truth.
Well,
they're not telling the truth.
You know what? I'm having fun watching Florida burn because they brought it upon their damn selves.
They brought it upon themselves, but that's a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, because let's be honest here, Florida basically has just been a proving ground for a lot of the stuff Florida and Texas have become proving grounds for what conservatives really want to try to push. They know they're going to have absolutely no opposition in those areas, at least not enough for it to not enough for it to count, right? And so that's where people are like, okay, and everything that they're passing, they've been able to push through successfully. They have tried to push into larger areas, and it hasn't failed as much as it should have.
I mean, it's not going to fail because the people who are voting for these things are old white men. So it's like, and they're the only ones involved in politics in Florida and Texas, or across the nation is old white people.
Let's not beat around the bush here. Texas has done some unforgivable shit in their legislative.
No, and I'm saying it because there's old white people running the government. So
look, the way I see it,
until you get more people, more diversity in your government, you're not going to be able to change anything.
Look, let Texas secede and call it a day.
What'd you say?
I said let Texas secede because they legally can. Let them do it.
They're not going
and
to.
Then everybody else can go back to like put out sort of how they were like, oh, well, we need to move all of the liberals into. No, just.
Texas succeeding would be just like letting like the banks go under in 2008. Let them go. Watch them fail.
They'll be back.
They will be back. It was like it'll be a Thanos speech. You're coming right back to me. Come on back. Oklahoma's like, come on, connect.
Come on. You know you want to. It's like, nah.
Man. But yeah, DeSantis needs to chill.
DeSantis needs.
DeSantis is just giving me just great content, so he needs to stay.
And that's what Trump did in during his entire presidency. In case you didn't notice, every comedian had the best material, and all they had to do was watch the news. And
right. It was pretty much a shit show from beginning to end.
I mean, the shit was definitely writing itself.
Chew.
it was. But the problem is, because of that, we left a lot of things unchecked and really let slide a lot of things we shouldn't have. And I'm really afraid that if we keep this trail up, and that's just kind of what we're going to end up doing, is we're just going to have people saying random shit back and forth all day that makes no sense, and it's unchecked, but it's funny to somebody, so it's fine. And that's where you catch me.
I honestly think the legislators, including ours and every state, they got like a hotbox group chat. Like, man, I can't deal with this no more. Meet me in the parking lot. I got OG Kush, and I got some OG Kush, some backwards, some Swisher Sweets if you're really feeling a little funky.
No, they have cocaine and heroin. If you're
we need to get this done. We need to
they do shit harder than weed, bro.
You're doing some harder drugs if you're a
politician. I know the legislators for Georgia are like,
doing cocaine.
I gotta deal with this woman again.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, which I will be. I got more material on her too.
Oh, are we talking about what she did in Congress this week?
Oh,
I'm loading it up. I'm gonna do a 2-hour show on her.
Bro, they got lines on the ready in the Congress deck. As soon as she opens her mouth, like, oh shit.
Marcel, you okay? You want to do some drugs today?
Here we go. I can't stand who's in charge.
Hey, I think Sale.
Why don't you become a politician then, Marcel? I'll vote for you.
I wouldn't.
That's one vote.
Yeah.
No offense, but I would.
You know what?
You live in Detroit now, so you can run for Detroit City Council.
If MTG and Laura Barber can go in,
the
most
Eric May, that man was the realest city council person I have ever seen.
Who was?
I've only seen like
Eric May. Y'all ever seen like Eric May,
I've seen
like Facebook and TikTok or whatever?
Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
Man,
that shit is hilarious.
Man, I fuck around and pull a Kwame accidentally.
No.
I had a conversation.
Try to stay away from that route. Man, they asked me at work. They was like, "What would your first thing? What would your first thing be if you were the president of the United States?" I'd be petty as hell. I put Kwame back in prison.
Yeah.
I put that man back in prison. Kwame Kilpatrick.
Hell no, I'll make him the governor.
The governor
around all that money.
I'll make him the governor.
Has anyone seen Kwame since?
He
Secretary of the Treasury.
You say he preaching?
He a pastor?
Yeah, Kwame a pastor.
Texas or Florida?
He be here sometimes.
Wait. Is he a real pastor, or is he a pastor in the same way that Steve Harvey is a judge?
No, he's a
actual
pastor.
Like,
he actually got his
his theologian school degree. Yeah,
yep.
His seminar.
No way. The grift continues.
The grift continues.
Now he's getting tax-free money from people. He's stealing money from the black people. That's pretty much what all the church does anyway, but I'm just saying. But
don't go that. Don't go that.
Oh yeah, I said it.
Don't do that.
Because I know where the money goes. I've been in the accounting room before.
It depends on the church.
Yeah, if it's like one of those mega churches,
you're right.
If it's like
thanks, Charles, for saving us.
If it's like one of those mega churches,
not all churches. Like
just perfecting in.
If you got
word of greater grace and like
word of faith,
word of faith.
Got an ATM on the side. If your church got an ATM on the side.
What's the other one?
When your church started taking cash app, that's when you know you when they be like, yeah, we got cash app, Venmo.
The Potter's house.
Can we have $50 cash app line right here?
PayPal.
Joel Osteen's church.
No, that's a very good point. Like once you hit a certain point and somebody's like, yeah, no, You ain't got no tabs this week. You ain't got no offerings. No, but that's okay. We got it. We got an ATM in the back, and it's like, wait,
there is no way out of it.
No, the fact that you have a whole arena, like 20,000 people.
I have issues.
You
I
have
have
an
issues with
offering
mega
basket
churches.
and a
I
QR
do.
code scanner in your hand right now. Just what we doing here?
Yeah.
No, but I have issues. I have my own issues with mega churches. I get why they exist, but I can't get behind, especially when they're like, oh yeah, no, that's.
It feels like the pride has gotten. It feels like the pride has washed over them.
Look, I've got pastors in my family, and they are incredibly humble people. I can't imagine them being like, all right, well, it's like, oh, well, where's your uncle so and so, the pastor? Oh, he's flying in on his private jet. Like that just doesn't seem right to me.
That don't sound right.
And you got people in your church barely making it.
Somebody getting a lick in the children's ministry. Something don't sound right.
Why are we beating kids in the children's ministry, Marcel?
No, hitting the lick as in.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Anyway.
Okay, Marcel.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to my top 10 list of the week, which is the top 10 UPN, which stands for United Paramount Network. Not the United Producers of Negroes.
United Producers of Negroes.
So the top UPN TV shows. Now, everybody got their list up, right? All the shows, right?
No.
Just look it up. All right, we got some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions for UPN. Homeboys from Outer Space, 1996 and 1997. Honorable mention. I'm not putting that in the top 10.
Man, Flat Washington was in that one too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Flex Washington, yeah. I think that was like his first sitcom or something like that.
First sitcom, yep.
Or at least in a major role or whatever,
Actually, his first role was, I think it was Homeboys in Outer Space, which was also a UPN show.
Marcel, we're talking about UPN.
So
that's what we're talking about.
He's not listening.
Marcel,
hey, I had to take care of the little nephew. All right, I just got back.
Okay. Actually,
you sound like Basil now.
Little Boys in Outer Space.
Yeah, you sound. You just pulled a Basil moment, man.
I'm not that old.
You ain't got to be that old, but you just said disappearing for a bit, come back, and started talking about the exact shit we were already talking. That's a Basil shit.
Some Basil shit is when you stay with this.
All right, next one. We're going to talk about our next honorable mention. We're going to talk about Moesha, 96 to 2001.
Trash show.
Trash.
Oh,
trash show.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention, Moesha.
Oh,
I said it on the show.
No, Mo to the E to the
and
Snore. That was a great show.
Trash. Trash.com.
That was a great show.
Dad was weak. Mom
was probably that was probably the weakest TV dad I have seen.
Weakest TV mom too. Shirley Ralph was the weakest mom too.
She wasn't even a mom. She was just a stepmom.
So she couldn't really.
Yeah, she couldn't do nothing.
She couldn't run a newspaper club. Come on now.
Damn. All right. So 1996 to 2001. Eve, 2003 to 2006. Honorable mention.
Eve. Okay.
Eve was an okay show.
It was all right. Show, yeah. What? How many seasons they had? Like 3?
3, yeah.
3?
2 or 3. It stopped because of the merger of CW. Both Star Treks, Enterprise and Voyager. Honorable mention.
I didn't watch none of that shit. So
what?
I didn't get.
I watched Voyager.
I didn't get into Star Trek till I got like a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek was we talking
back
about
back then. I'm like, yeah, that's some nerdy shit right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off.
It was some nerdy shit. My mom used to watch that all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Star Trek, so I ain't
Yeah, and then of course, All of Us, 2003 to 2006.
Is that the one with Dwayne Martin, right?
Yeah, Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray.
And Lisa Ray? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I can see that. The acting wasn't that fantastic.
It was okay. It was UPN esque.
Yeah. UPN was Tubi before Tubi.
No, Tubi is horrible. Tubi is horrible.
Tubi is, but every
Did you
now
see the
and
video
then-
I sent? The guy was like, he shot the
He
curved
shot and the bullet like it was wanting, and it hit the tree, and
Hit
she
the tree
still
and killed
died, and it killed her. Like, come on, bro.
She
No,
was like,
I get it. Tubi is not good TV, but every now and then I'll look
It's-
something up and I'm like, where can I find this? And I'll sit there
It's
and watch
so
it on
bad.
Tubi.
Y'all seen
bad.
that clip where the wife is arguing with the husband, and she was like, where you been going every morning, leaving the house? He like, I've been fired for like a month now. He like, so where you been going every morning when you leave the house? He said, I've been fucking. He said, how you think we been getting this money?
I saw that shit.
he said, I've been fucking.
I had to throw my phone across the room. That was hilarious.
God, I died laughing.
So
I
where
said,
you
how
at?
is this shit even allowed to be on anything?
It's free.
It's free TV.
It's the best. No, they were talking about charging people for Tubi now.
They about to start charging people for it.
Yeah, shoot. Y'all can have
What,
it.
$2.99? That's about as much as they can
Look, if
charge.
you're gonna
It was
charge me
high.
to
It was
start
high.
watching, look, if you're gonna charge me to start watching bad crap on like internet TV, I'm just gonna go back to Pluto TV and start watching that shit again.
But they don't make enough money from sponsors. I know they got sponsors on there.
They have
Like,
hella sponsors, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Cause hell, Damon Wayans got a show on Tubi. What is it called? Like Cinnamon or something like that?
Cinnamon. I don't know.
Yeah, Damon Wayans got a show on Tubi called like
Let me
Cinnamon.
look this up. I don't believe this.
Damon Wayans.
Oh, they said they're gonna start a $9.99 subscription fee. Fuck
Tubi can suck
that.
my left nut for that. What the fuck?
Not the left one.
Just the left one.
Speaking of switching the topic, they're my top 10
You're welcome.
UPN shows
You're welcome.
for Nostalgia Month on the KrisCross Corner podcast. If you want
man.
to get monetarily, go to anchor.fm/KrisCross Corner /support. All right. Number 10, Malcolm and Eddie. 96 to 2000.
All right. That was a good show.
That is an underrated show.
It's very underrated.
It really is.
It's one of the best.
It was probably one of their best shows on TV at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Would that come on like Wednesdays, Tuesdays, something like that?
I'm not that old, Charles. I just
Oh, I'm
watch it
sorry.
on
I'm,
TV.
I'm sorry. I'm telling my age.
Yeah, I was like, you came on Wednesday. I was like, I watched TV starting in 2000. That's when I like knew like the schedule and shit. When I was like 5 and 6.
Got you.
So this is way before my time.
This is my time.
Yes. Your time is up. Your time is now. This Saturday, Charles, you ready?
Can't. For sure.
I'm ready. People keep on sending stuff. You going to SummerSlam? You going to SummerSlam? Yes, I'm going. I'll be there.
For sure.
I gotta watch Raw, but to catch up because I haven't been watching. So
Oh, Raw was all right.
speaking of all right shows, number 9 is Half and Half, 2002 to 2006.
Half and half.
Huh.
That was
That was a good theme song, though.
That's not. No, that was 1-on-1.
Yeah, 1-on-1 was.
I was just thinking.
one-
Half and
One-on-One
half
had a-
is
had a-
half and half was another theme song that was good.
It was really good. That was the only good part of the show too. The theme song.
damn.
Show was.
It
All
was
right.
all right. The show was all right.
Yeah.
Show was all right.
Shout out to Essex Atkins. Still fine as hell.
Yeah.
All right.
What's she doing? What is she doing these days?
She's producing.
Well, she been fine since
Oh,
Smart Guy.
that's-
She has been fine since Smart Guy.
Yeah.
She's been
Man.
fine since
All
Smart
right.
Guy. I mean, her
I
head
forgot
always
about
been
that.
big.
You're definitely showing your age now. You said Smart Guy. You said some.
I remember the first episode of Smart Guy. Do you hear me?
Oh wow, that was before color TV.
Fuck you, Chris.
Play it, Charles. Please forgive me.
We still had the turn dials like
With the pliers.
Don't go by it. Now you got to go all the way back.
Man, speaking of going all the way back, number 8, y'all remember Dance 360, 2004 to 2005, with Kel Mitchell as the host?
Was Fredro Starter?
Yeah.
I thought Fredro Starter was the host.
Yeah, he I thought he was one of them too.
I was about to say, I could have sworn Fredro Starr was the host of that shit.
Yeah, Fredro Starr and Kel Mitchell was the host. It was 2 hosts. They were hype.
Okay.
Now, I'm like, I remember rushing to the TV to watch this show.
Was that sponsored by like Microsoft?
I don't know, but the prizes were just dumb. They were like, you get an Xbox 360, a Boost mobile phone. Like, what? Who wants this shit?
Boost mobile?
It wasn't even like AT&T.
Damn. Back then, they probably wasn't even AT&T.
Boost Mobile. Oh my god, I remember Boost Mobile. Holy shit,
it was horrible. It's still around, Walter.
I know it is, but I remember when they started. Y'all remember Metro PCS? Hello.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I read this wrong. Hold on. They said the prizes were $360. $360.
Hey man, back then that was a lot of money.
Wait, Echo Unlimited clothing gear?
Echo Unlimited.
Limited.
Wait. Hold on. Pause. There is a shirt in my closet right now that's Echo Unlimited that I got recently because somebody gave it to me.
Give it away. Give it. Re-gift it.
Not even an Xbox 360. It was just a regular Xbox, the black box, the old Xbox.
I had one of them
with the big controller.
You mean the one that's sitting back there in the corner?
The big
with the black controller.
Yeah, like the Xbox that's on the bookshelf there. Damn.
Yeah.
That came out 22 years ago, right?
Yeah, that's like 2001. Yeah.
I was about to say it was like 2000.
So I remember the Shrek game came with it.
Damn.
They had a Shrek
game. The 360 came with a dual. You could get because they had the arcade, the Pro, and the Elite.
I was an Xbox. I was PS the entire way.
I was both. I didn't care, and I remember
Dreamcast to Xbox.
You was Dreamcast. They're pretty much the same controls.
Yeah. Dreamcast had that big ass controller with that like little window in the middle.
Yeah, with one analog stick.
Dreamcast was. I was around for Dreamcast, but too young to really understand all about like gaming at the time. So what was the window for?
That's for the memory card.
The memory card.
Okay.
That you never had.
Yeah, it was like a memory card, but at the same time, you could put it like it'd be like sometimes the game will come like a little mini game inside of that. So it'd be like a little game or character like inside the window.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. I just played Ready to Rumble, and that's about
Ready to Rumble.
I
played Miss Pac-Man. Who was on now? Looney Tunes Space Race. Star Wars Pod Racer. That was a good game on there.
I have Pod Racer for my Xbox right now for like the new one.
The original. Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's not on the Switch.
Yeah. So they ported it over, and it's still fun to play. The best way to play it is on like at the arcade though, with the actual big ass fucking cockpit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of arcade, number 7 of my top 10 UPN TV shows is Digimon Frontier. When they turned into the Digimon.
No, not the original.
Not the original. The original wasn't on UPN.
It was on WB.
Yeah, it was on Fox Kids.
Okay. Didn't nobody watch that shit.
I did.
You didn't watch Digimon?
Maybe by that
Digimon?
time I was getting out of my Digimon and Pokemon and all that shit phase. What years was that?
I
04.
loved Digimon when I was
04.
younger.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's my 9th grade year.
Oh yeah. 04 was 9th grade. Wow.
Well,
I was just 9.
03, 04 was 9th grade for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, you went to 9th grade after the blackout.
Yeah.
Man. By the way, that 20-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks, so make sure you guys stock up on your non-perishables.
That shit ain't gonna happen again.
I'm just saying. Number 6, One-on-One, 2001 to 2006.
Great show.
I started watching that again recently.
Is it on?
I watched it again. It was
Paramount or
cringe.
something?
I think it's on Paramount.
What'd you say?
Is it on something? Is it on like Paramount or was it on like Netflix for a minute?
No. Like this was
I thought it was
less
on
than a
Netflix.
month ago when I put it back on. Let me find out real
Oh,
quick.
I thought it was on like
It is
Netflix or
Paramount.
something.
One-on-one.
I guess shit.
One-on-one. It's on Netflix.
I
Is it
thought so.
Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Man, Netflix finally did that thing where I gotta pay for Netflix now.
I know you went in and be like, oh, this TV doesn't register because you have too many.
Yeah, I was like,
passwords.
really? Y'all really gonna sit here and do this?
Mom, come on.
Y'all are the worst. I swear. Y'all suck.
Like, Daddy-o, let me see that password.
Honestly though, because what they say it was like $6-7 a month to have an extra house added to your plan or something. I'm like,
Which was too much money.
it is, but I'm like, I'll just bite the bullet and pay my dad $7 a month.
Yeah,
Because that's cheaper. Because that's cheaper than paying however much he's paying for Netflix, anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. If I gotta pay for stuff, it's just
Netflix is tired of y'all motherfuckers not paying and having that shit in 12 different houses.
Well, maybe Netflix shouldn't have made a point to say, "Hey, go ahead and share your shit."
I remember Netflix when they was just the disc,
the DVDs.
Yeah,
you
me too.
and then they started to where you can watch it on a computer only.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I watched
No,
the whole.
I thought it was both. You could do. You
can pay. You can get like one disc, and then you can also watch it on a computer.
Yeah, because I remember my cousin had Netflix first, right? And I used to hang out with him all the time when I was younger. And what he would do is, we would go get the disc and all that. But it got to the point where, all you needed was just a disc that opened the gateway for Netflix, right? So if you had that disc, then it would connect to the server and you could watch whatever you wanted off of that disc without having to consistently trade them in and out.
That's how I watched the whole series of Prison Break.
Prison Break. House of Cards and Prison Break.
When I tell you, I spent like 12
All
hours
seasons?
a day watching all 4 seasons.
Oh,
I don't like Prison Break like that.
What?
I didn't like it.
At the time, Prison Break was like the best thing on TV.
It sure was. I mean, when Prison Break was out, I was like 10, so I didn't care.
But I watched Prison. That was one of those shows that would be on if my parents weren't paying attention to the TV. And
you're like, wow.
Oh, you had
like,
parents
wow,
that care what you watch.
I think in their entire original run, I've seen a grand total of 3 episodes of Prison Break, and most of them were just because I just happened to be in the room and couldn't find anything else to watch.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't start watching it until probably like it went off, but it was just one of them things like you was like, I guess I'll watch this. And then it was just like, I just kept watching, and it was just like, this shit is great.
We gotta watch the next episode.
Yeah, like that's how I got into Game of Thrones. I was like, I ain't gonna watch that shit. And then I watched the first episode, and he was fucking his sister and pushed the little boy off at the end. I was like, well, I gotta see what happened in the next episode.
Yeah, that was. I think that was the thing that really kind of kept people in Game of Thrones was that the first like 4 episodes of that entire show were just so goddamn different than anything we had been used to. Because I remember having that same exact thought. Like, did he just? Oh, that's not the
Was
kid,
that?
man.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
like was that? Hold on. And then he just pushed that. God damn it!
Be like, oh shit.
But
Why was niggas invested? Well, because they had nigga problems.
Nigga problems. And speaking of nigga problems, number 5, the Parkers. 1999 to 2004.
That's
So
not higher?
No.
I didn't like
I
younger.
hated Kim Parker so bad.
Like I
every time she opened her mouth, it was like, shut the hell up.
Like, I really,
and that's higher than that's higher than Moesha, and it was a spinoff from Moesha.
Well, the Parkers was a way funnier show. One. Second of all, Monique and Professor Ogilvy. That was the best.
Professor Ogilvy.
That was the best relationship on camera to this day.
Oh, that's fair. Like I said, I didn't like
it was better than Urkel and Laura.
You think that game of cat and mouse was better than Urkel and Laura?
Way better, because he did not want her at all. And he made her know it, and she still went after him.
Did they even end up with each other at the end of the show? They never ended up together? Okay.
But in Family Matters, though, they he
had to be Stefan first, and then,
he was like, I didn't know that was Steve. All right, Laura. All right, Laura. Whatever gets you off. All right.
All right.
Number 4. This is one of my favorite shows. Veronica Mars, 2004 to 2007. Started off on UPN.
Nah, I didn't really watch white people shows.
Very good show. That's a very good show. It was a very good white people show. Now, if they made something like that for black people during that time, it's like they for sure did it later with Tyler Perry, but back in the day, it was Veronica Mars. Now we're getting into like the top 3. These are the shows that when you think of UPN, these are the shows you know were on UPN. Like these just come off the tip of your tongue. Number 3, America's Next Top Model. That was their highest rated show for the entire network.
Didn't watch that shit. Okay.
I watched it. I didn't find women on the show.
They was too skinny for me.
No, in season 3 they had a whole bunch of plus size models. I was like, yes, hips, finally,
titties. Fuck it.
Finally, the underwear can fit on something.
Finally, look like nice on something.
I was like, oh, there's a cheek. There's a cheek.
No, I get that. I was the same way when I was younger. I was like, what?
Especially when it came out, it was like I was 8 years old. I was like, wow, this is on at 8 o'clock. This is crazy.
they in bikinis, man.
I know that was on Thursdays, but then on Friday you had Friday Night SmackDown with the bikini contest. Oh, it was a great time. It was a great time to be a kid.
Yeah.
All right, Charles.
Puppies. No.
Puppies. Speaking of fine women, number 2, Girlfriends.
I can appreciate that. That's not number 1.
No.
What?
Girlfriends wasn't number 1?
Girlfriends number 2.
All right, so number
that whole group of friends could have got it.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair. I got no arguments there.
And Keisha Sharp's character. I'm playing. Right.
I got no arguments there.
No,
number
0.
1 is,
and the craziest one was the finest one.
Which one?
Lynn.
Which one? Who?
Lynn.
Oh yeah, Lynn was number 2 for me.
Who was number 1?
Number 1 is definitely Maya. For me, at least. For me, at least.
Charles, just like that's.
Maya was my number one, and then number two was Lynn. Number three was Tony. And number four.
No, I ain't really like Tony like that. Like, I mean, she had them lips. That's all. That I was like, hey,
yeah.
She had them fucking lips.
Joan was up there,
but Joan had that ass.
She did. Damn, don't bring that up. Yeah, she's 3. Joan is 3.
Joan,
shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross.
Shout out to, and she still got it. That thing
still fine, and she's still not married.
She only what 51?
She's pushing 60. I thought.
No, I think she's like 51 or something like that.
I'm sorry, Tracy. I don't know how old you are.
I mean, I really don't give a damn. Shit, she's still cold.
Oh, she's only 50. Wow. I don't know. I'm sorry, Tracy. I gave you 10 more years. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Yeah, I gotta watch the show again.
Kris' views and opinions do not reflect the rest of the panel.
Oh no, it surely doesn't. I'll make sure I put that in the beginning of the podcast.
I'm pretty sure we say that every goddamn episode.
Every episode, I gotta say it in the beginning of the show. So Walter, what was your ranking of the 4 friends?
I'm gonna pass on this one.
You can't pass. You know the characters.
No, so here's the thing. I didn't watch a lot of Girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
When I was younger, when I was younger, it just didn't really appeal to me. So I was like, all right, this is cool.
But there were 4 fine black women.
I know there
Los
were.
Angeles.
I know there were. I know. And that was cool. Like I liked that, but it was like at the time. Remember, I'm a little bit younger than y'all. At the time,
it was the Los Angeles version of Living Single.
Living Single. I was just thinking that.
Wait, is Living
Single was on Fox.
Living Single was on Fox. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
Come on now.
It was Martin Living Single, then New York Undercover.
I still gotta watch New York Undercover because I just watched the 90s documentary, and they were talking about how New York Undercover was one of the best shows on TV. I'm like, I need to watch this show.
Boy, it was great. Like
test.
Like for its time, New York Undercover, like it was very progressive before like all this shit. Like, you know, they had an episode with like trannies and drag queens and like
what?
And they used to let them cuss because it came on at like 9 o'clock. They said certain words that you really didn't hear, you know, then that you hear now. But, you know, back then it was like, you was like, oh, all right, they said that.
They said
it. They a couple of episodes they let the N-word fly.
Oh, they sure did, yeah.
A couple of episodes. Like my dad used to let us watch that shit at 9 o'clock. After that went off, then MASH came on. I knew it was bedtime.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed.
But the crazy thing is I didn't appreciate MASH until I got a little older. Then I realized
I still haven't appreciated it.
See, my thing with it is my parents watched it. They watched because my parents are a little bit older, so they watched a lot of the older shows. So I grew up watching.
Your parents made hieroglyphics.
Oh, fuck you, man. No, so
like,
look, I sat there and watched all of the old white and black shows from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and whatever.
Why'd you put the white people first, Walter? Why'd you put white first? It's black and white. I'm playing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Kris, I know where you live. Don't start with
I know where you live too. I Uber over there. Exactly. I'm like,
I sat there and watched a lot of MASH when I was younger. And then as I got older, I started rewatching it here and there. And then I actually sat down and watched the entire show from beginning to end. And
I'm sorry for your pain.
Well, no, I had a much better understanding and much better appreciation for it as I got older because a lot of those jokes flew over my head.
I was about to say, yeah, when you older, as a kid, you don't get some of them jokes. You be like, what the fuck? That shit ain't funny. But when you older, you be like, oh, I get it now. Like, oh, that shit hilarious. But as a kid and you watching that shit, you like, yeah, what the fuck? They hit the laugh button for.
Yeah, just killed someone today.
Yeah, like Yeah, so
Yeah, but it also dealt with a lot of serious issues in a very comical way, which I appreciate. Which I don't think a lot of shows do, especially don't do them well.
But not this one. Number one of my top 10 UPN TV shows.
Buffy.
What'd you
Is
say?
it Buffy?
Buffy.
Fuck Buffy.
Hey, I'm just
So
saying.
what's number one? Chris?
First of all, Buffy was WB, which we'll
Was
get to
it?
that next week. Yep.
I thought it was UPN.
No. It was started on WB and went to the UPN.
Okay.
And it's not gonna be on that list either. We have number one. We have Everybody Hates Chris, 2005 to 2009.
Wait, when did the merger happen then? Because I thought
Everybody Hates
by the
Chris
time
was
Everybody Hates-
2005.
I thought Everybody Hates Chris was on Fox.
No, it was on UPN.
Everybody Hates Chris started on the CW. It was one of their first
Nope,
shows. I thought
it was on UPN. Then the next year it went to the CW because that's when
got
the
it. Okay.
So it was mostly on the CW, but it was originally UPN.
It was originally UPN.
Look, in 2005, all I knew was that ABC had cartoons on Saturday morning, followed by Power Rangers. PBS had good shows on until 5 p.m.
5:30.
Correction, 5:30 on like Wednesday night because they had like Dragonfly or some shit like that. And then
Dragonfly TV. No, they had Saddle Club. Don't diss Saddle Club now.
That too. And the news came on 3 different channels. And that was about it when I was younger. Oh, and 20 had kid shows.
From 3 to 5. Yep.
Jackie Chan Adventure, the Batman, all them shows.
Shaolin Showdown, Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Shaolin Showdown.
Ooh.
Shaolin Showdown.
I
Static
found
Shock.
the clip of that last year. Static.
Superhero, Static Shock. Whoop, whoop.
Remember Cubics?
I just watched Static
Hey,
Shock
I like
on Max.
Oh yeah,
Is it on
it's on Max. Yeah,
The
I watched the
whole
series.
The whole series it's on Max. Yep.
Yeah, I watched.
They got that. They got a Batman animated series. They got the Batman Beyond.
As I've said a few times before, and I know I say it in the chat a lot, I'll say it again. WB or like DC's animated lineup is 10 billion times better than anything their live action shit is, except for the Dark Knight. But like, I've been going through Max's library, watching a lot of their
Animated movie.
Yeah, one after another. I watched like the Son of Batman versus
that shit is fantastic. That shit is great.
Yeah,
like if they can incorporate their animated movies into a live action movie, they will be pretty much all right.
But I think what's happening is you have the animators that know the material. Some of them write the comics as well, but you also have people who really, really like what they're doing. You have people who really love the stories that they're writing, so it's going to be better. Whereas a lot of the screenplays that have come for the live action have just been.
I'm just a happy man right now.
You found it, Chris?
No, I found Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker movie from 2000. It's on. This is one of the best like movies of all time.
It's on Max.
It is. I think one of my favorite lines in all of TV has definitely come out of.
He said, "Batman, you about to get beat, so you gonna take it an hour later." That's what Joker said. I was like, "God damn."
Hey, this is a reminder that Joker will kill people. He'll fight Batman. He'll do everything on planet Earth except fuck with the IRS.
That's true.
You owe them $137 million.
Mm-hmm.
What?
If killing if being a terrorist doesn't stop you, the IRS will.
The IRS. It's like, oh, you're taking money from America now? No.
You can do everything you want, but not pay America.
We fuck with our potholes. Oh boy.
No, but look, if you think about it, most of the people that have been caught, like big profile people that end up getting caught on tax evasion. Like they got Al Capone on tax evasion, not on racketeering or laundering, just
grand theft,
right?
Murder,
accessory to murder.
They got them all.
Conspiracy to commit, like nothing, none of that. They were like, but his taxes though.
$50. He owes $50 just to the city of Chicago. Get him.
Right. And then they were like, all right, so we got him for tax evasion. They're like, all right, so we also got him for like 100 counts of felony murder, a couple of racketeering counts, a couple of money laundering, a little bit of fraud.
Out tail light.
Right.
Got his ass. So even if you get out of jail from life in prison, you still got to pay the out tail light ticket, which was like $250.
No, at that point, I feel. Look, if I'm gonna go to jail on tax evasion, I'm just declaring bankruptcy.
Damn.
I'm already fucked anyways, right? Like,
damn. You're fucked either way if you do or don't.
Well, yeah, no, because like once I get out of there, I still have to pay back the taxes. But if I declare bankruptcy, they can't come after me for any of my previous taxes. Yeah, my credit's shot forever. But if I owe enough money to where the IRS is putting me in jail,
man, we got we're over time, but it's okay.
We'll get it right one of these days.
We're going on 2 hours on YouTube, so shout out to all of our listeners and people who watch on YouTube. Speaking of that, see you next time on the KrisCross Corner podcast. Thank you, Chuck, Walter, and Marcel, who left and didn't say he was leaving, but it's okay. See you next time.
Came back.
Just like the girl from Family Manners.
He went upstairs and never came back down.
Never came back down.
The melatonin kicked in on his ass.
He's over there like some click.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. See y'all next time on the KrisCross Corner podcast.